get into the main video, there is something I want to talk about. I'm sure you must have seen YouTubers, other medical students that always give you guys advice on what to do to pass your JAMB. I'm sure you must have seen so many of them saying how to prepare for JAMB in 2 weeks, how to score 200 to 300, and how to score 280 to 300 in 2 weeks of JAMB preparation. Let me tell you something. You know, one thing with me, I will always tell you guys how things are. I will always be realistic with you guys. If you just started studying these 2 weeks that is remaining to JAMB, just forget about 280, 300. So if you just started studying and you have not even covered a lot, and you now go and watch YouTube videos and they will tell you to do this one and do that one, that you'll be able to score 300 in 2 weeks, just know that you're deceiving yourself. So this video is for those people that have been studying all this while. Here are certain tips on what you need to do on the day of your JAMB exam, what you need to do as you are in that JAMB venue, and also certain things you need to do as you are inside the hall to avoid unnecessary mistakes. So let's get straight to it, guys. Okay, guys, before we get into the main video, please take out like 5 seconds of your time and like this video, and also hit that red subscribe button. You're not paying anything by liking this video or subscribing, and also you're not losing anything by liking and subscribing. The essence of liking this video and also subscribing is for YouTube to recommend this video to other jambites. So just please take out like 5 seconds of your time and like this video, and also hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's get straight to it, guys. You know, the number one thing, like the main thing that matters, is ensuring that you take the JAMB exam. So please, if you're asthmatic or if you have issue with breathing, please avoid crowd, because you know, once you collapse on that day of JAMB exam and they say this person won't be able to write this JAMB exam today, or they say this person will be able to take part in this JAMB exam again, until next year, JAMB will not say that, oh, because you collapsed, that they will give you another JAMB exam. Please, if you're asthmatic, avoid crowd. Okay, the number one thing that you need to do on the day of your JAMB exam is, once you get to that venue, if you watch my previous video, please, it's normal to be scared on the day of your JAMB exam. It's normal to be scared. It's normal to be, oh my God, I don't want to fail. But try everything possible to calm yourself down. Try everything possible to feel relaxed. That's why I said, once you get to your JAMB venue, go buy gala and drink and calm yourself down. Then after you have gotten your gala and drink, please try make 1 or 2 friends outside the hall. That's why I say get to your JAMB venue 30 minutes before your time, so that you'll be able to make friends before you enter the hall. So make 1 or 2 friends before you enter the hall. There is no particular arrangement when it comes to where you stay in the hall. So make 1 or 2 friends outside the hall, because sometimes you feel end up with that person inside the hall, like that person feel big person where you go sit close to inside the hall. So please make 1 or 2 friends outside the hall. Make 1 or 2 friends in that venue before you enter the hall. So if you are lucky, you may be able to sit with the person inside the hall. So when you now get into the hall, please, I didn't say you guys should now go and start talking to each other. The essence of making friends outside the hall is, once you know that the person sitting close to you is your friend, there is this kind of calmness that will be in you. It will kind of, in a way, reduce your fear. So after you have made friends outside, please take your pencil. As you are going to your JAMB venue, take your pencil, your eraser. That's the 2 things that you need, because sometimes your JAMB venue will not allow a piece of paper or rough sheet. They will give you rough sheets inside the hall. So just take your pencil and your eraser. Don't take pen, just your pencil and your eraser. That's the main thing you need to take with you while going for the JAMB exam. So when you are now inside the hall, these are necessary things you need to do as you are inside the hall to avoid unnecessary mistakes. Please start with the subject you know the best. If biology is your best subject, start with biology. If chemistry is your best subject, start with chemistry. If government is your best subject, start with government. If literature is your best subject, start with literature. And you know, we have 180 questions. That is, we have 60 questions for English, and then you have 40 questions for the rest of the 3. So that means you have like you have 180 questions, and you are going to answer all those 180 questions in 120 minutes. That means each of those subjects you have to answer them in 30 minutes. 30 minutes for English, 30 minutes for math, 30 minutes for chemistry, 30 minutes for government. All of them, you have to answer each and every one of them under 30 minutes. So that's why I say start with the subject you know the best. So once you start with the subject you know the best, try to do that subject under 15 minutes, so that you can now use the remaining time to go to other subject that you're not good at. So start with the subject you know the best. And also, once you have started doing your clicking on your answers and the rest. Once you get to a particular question and not sure of the formula to use for this particular question, or you don't know how to go about this question, don't waste time. Once you look at that question, you have read it first time, second time, you still don't understand it, leave it immediately and go to the next. Because once you keep on wasting time on a particular question, there is high tendency that you will not be able to answer the rest of the questions. That's what will lead you to start doing tumbum at the end. So to avoid tumbum, please, once you get to a particular question and you don't know how the formula to use, or you don't even understand the question, leave it immediately. Maybe when you are done with the rest, you can now come back and now answer it. And also the next thing is, for those of you that will be taking chemistry, physics, biology, government, and the rest, take note of not and accept questions. Take note of not and accept questions. You will be like, oh, no, I want to finish this JAMB. I want to finish my whole questions under 1 hour, 30 minutes. Please calm down and read the whole options, and also read your questions very well, because you can just go and read the first line of the question and you not see the not, and now go and pick an answer that is wrong. Make sure you read your questions very well, and also read the whole option mistakes, because sometimes in JAMB you'll be needed to pick the best answer. That means there can be two options that are correct, but you need to pick the one that's more correct. That's the essence of reading the whole options before picking your answer. So the next thing to do when you're inside the hall to avoid unnecessary mistakes is this. I've said this in one of my short videos. Please, if you're a science student, learn your standard form. This thing affected me in my first jam. Learn your standard form. If you don't know your standard form, just know that your physics will be messed up. That is how jam normally gets students. If you don't know your standard form, just know your physics is going to be messed up. Learn your standard form. And also, another thing is time management. Time management. Don't say because you are good in chemistry that you want to score 98 in chemistry and then you spend 1 hour in that chemistry. Please try to try as much as possible to manage your time. That is why it's called JAMB exam. JAMB exam is very easy, but why people fail it is because they don't know how to manage their time. So learn to manage your time well. Learn to manage. That's why I say once you get to a question that you don't know, leave it immediately and go to the next. Don't waste time. Don't spend more than 45 minutes on any question. Once you get to a question, you read it first time, second time, you still don't understand, leave it immediately, go to the rest, and then once you're done with the rest, you can come back. Okay, so what's the next thing? The next thing is the next thing is the next thing is English. Most of you look down on English. If you check people that got 317, 340, and the rest, English is always their lowest. Please, if you have not started studying English by now, did I say physics before? Sorry, I mean English. So if you have not started studying your English by now, please use these 2 weeks that is remaining to go and study your English. Learn your stress, learn your syllabus, learn your antonyms and I can't remember antonyms and synonyms. I can't remember how they pronounce it, but you know what I'm talking about. Please learn your English. English is very simple, but because you guys look down on it, that's why people always fail it. Please do well to read your English very well. Also, that will be the end of this video for today. Just watch out for my next video, because in my next video I'll be telling you guys the necessary things you need to do if you are taking chemistry, the necessary things you need to do if you are taking physics. So don't forget to like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys. See your boy, Juby.